दिखाएंगे जो दृश्य, इस दृश्य को देख लोगों की जो सांसें हैं वो थम जाएंगी। इस जो अपनी किताबों में पुराणों में पढ़ा होगा कि जो नाग होते हैं वो शंकर जी के मंदिरों में पाए जाते हैं, लेकिन हम आपको दिल्ली का एक ऐसा गाँव है जहाँ दिखाएंगे कि वो शंकर जी के मंदिरों में पहुंचे हुए हैं। और लगातार एक मैं आपको सब दिखाऊंगा।
Very good morning, good evening. I hope you all can hear me.
Yes, ma'am.
I will start right away because I'm already late for 7 minutes. I'm extremely sorry for that. Give me 1 second. Yeah, we'll start with the prayer first. Sit comfortably. Close your eyes, palms together. Seek the guidance from the gurus and the gods for the today's lesson. As you feel you are done, slowly open your eyes. Hope you are all fine. Let's start with our usual ritual. Give me 1 second, I will share that.
Vinita, can you be more loud? Hear your voice.
You are not able to hear me. Give me 1 second. How is it now? Is that good or very too low? Or else I can switch my system.
It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. Go ahead.
At least you can hear me clearly. What I'm
Yeah,
saying.
madam. Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. Okay, give me 1 second. I will share the revision. Once again, submission on the latest one. My I was just reached. I couldn't open my files. That's why I'm searching now. Give me 1 second.
No problem. Take your time.
Thank you so much. Okay, done. Give me 1 second. Coming. Yeah. Got it. Okay, give me 1 second. Let's do that. What's that? That's not coming. Okay. Before that, everyone have your birth chart handy that will help you in today's class. Every class will help you, but today's class also will help you to understand your Lagna more. Okay, before that, let's revise our class. Whatever we learned till now. It's a very quick revision. Okay, you all see the screen, the one PDF which is showing the zodiac sign name. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, that's awesome. Okay, I need a few volunteers very quickly revise this. You can tell the English name as well as the Sanskrit name.
Madam,
Yeah.
please. Aries, Mesha,
Hmm.
Taurus, Vrishabha,
Hmm.
Gemini, Mithuna, Cancer, Kataka,
Hmm.
next is Leo, Simha,
Hmm.
Virgo, Kanya, Libra, Tula, Scorpio, Vashika, Sagittarius, Dhanush, Capricorn, Makara, Aquarius, Kumbha, Pisces, Meena.
That's awesome. Okay, until now, you should be really memorize this one. If you are not remember or mug up, make little bit of effort to remember all these things. If I ask some people have a style of try not to mug up this thing, but I will tell you read this again and again. But some point in time, you really have an idea. Okay, there is Mesha, Vrishabha, Taurus, Gemini, Mithuna. Then one point in time, you also had an idea about okay, one is Mesha, two is Vrishabha, three is Mithuna. You have that kind of an understanding will come once you're repeatedly saying the same thing again and again. Even if you feel bored also, I would do the same thing for a number of weeks now. The later on in the upcoming weeks, we are going to switch this one into a different revision. So that's why make sure you remember this. Okay. Okay, let's come into the owners of the house. Why I am always repeating this owners of the house? This one would really have to be keep that in your mind. I mean, it should be in our head whenever we are seeing the chart. Okay. How we are going to read this? The owner of the Aries or the owner of the Mesha and owner of the Scorpio is Mars. Or Mars is the owner of the Mesha and the Vrikshika. You can say either one of Vrikshika. Yeah.
Yes.
You can say either one of the style. Okay. Anybody? This is about the owner of the house.
Yeah.
Go ahead. From next week onwards, can I go with the name? Whatever
Yes,
I'm
that will be
saying.
better. That will be better.
That will be better? Okay,
Yes.
then I will go with the Rachana Murthy. Is that okay?
Yes.
Yeah, Mars is the owner of Aries and Scorpio. Should I say it in English or Sanskrit?
Either way. Sanskrit is the best because why I used with the English also, whenever you are referring in some other books, you can easily understand what is the Mesha and Vrikshika meaning. Yeah.
Okay. Mars is the owner of Mesha and Vrishchika, and Venus is the owner of Vrishabha and Tula. Mercury is the owner of Mithuna and Kanya. Moon is the owner of Karkataka. Then Sun is the owner of Simha. Jupiter is the owner of Dhanus and Meena. Saturn is the owner of Kumbha and Makara.
That's awesome. That's fantastic. Okay, next one. Okay, this is the Bhava. This is the houses. Like where the Usha Madan. The name mentioned is an Usha Madan. Yeah. If I mention, I'm really not, I really have no idea how age you are. If I mention only your name, please don't feel disrespect. I mentioning your name with full 100% respect. Okay. Please go ahead. If Shamadan can able to.
Hello.
Yeah.
First is Mesha, that is self-physical body. Self-physical.
Yeah, physical body, general
characteristics. And next is Mesha Vrishabha, wealth, family, speech, resources. Mithuna, siblings, courage. Kataka, mother, peace, happiness, education, comfort. Surya, children, fame, talent, emotions. Virgo, Kanya, enemies, obstacles, diseases, accidents. Tula, relationship, spouse, partners. Tula, like Vrishchika, longevity, troubles, secrets, occult sins, in-laws. Dhanusu, Guru, father.
Remember the number also. Guru means ninth house.
Ninth house.
Yeah.
Ninth house. Guru, father, luck, fortune and dharma. Capricorn, Makara, work, career, power, status. Aquarius, income, friends, elder brother. Meena, losses, donation, sacrifice, spirituality, imprisonment, foreign land.
That's truly awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, this is about your body parts. I go with the AC Muralidhara. If you can able to make it, please read this.
I'll pass. I'll have somebody else do that. Sorry.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. Then Kailaja Ayya.
Yeah. So you want me to read Aries or Misha?
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Please go ahead.
Taurus, yeah. Rishabha refers to neck and throat. Gemini, Tuna refers to the lungs, arms, and shoulders. Cancer or Kalka refers to chest, breast, and stomach. Leo or Simha refers to the heart or upper back. Virgo refers to the abdomen, digestive system. Libra or refers to the kidney or lumbar region. Scorpio or Vishnu refers to the genitals. Sagittarius and Dhanusa refers to the hips or thighs. Capricorn Makara refers to the knees or bones. Aquarius or Kumbha refers to the calves, shins, and ankles. Pieces, which or Meena is the feet, refers to the feet.
That's totally awesome. Thank you so much. We'll go with the Excel sheet revision now. Okay, the later some in 2-3 weeks time, we are going to move into the Excel revision completely. But at that point in time, our objective is this: whatever we are having in the PowerPoint, we should have in your head. Okay, that's an intention later on. Not now very quickly, but 2-3 weeks of time. Okay. Now, do you see the Excel sheet sharing now?
Yeah.
Yeah, great. So I quickly revise this one. Later on, when we are start revising the Excel, I ask you to somebody will read this one, but for next 2-3 weeks, I will do the revision. Okay. Now the revision will start with the elements. We already revised all the 12 zodiac signs already. We'll go with the element. So Mesha, Agni, Vrishaba, Earth, Midhuna, Air, Karkataka, water. The Karkataka can be mentioned as the Karka, in Kadaka in Tamil, Kadakam in Tamil, Karkataka. They also in Sanskrit also they mention sometimes as a Karka, sometimes as a Karkataka. So if you heard both names, it was mentioning the Cancer only. Okay. Simha Agni, Kanya Earth, Tula Air, Vrikshika water, Dhanu Agni, Makari earth, Kumbha air, Meena water. Okay, here you have to notice one thing. 4 elements. Exactly, there are the three zodiac signs. For Agni, Mesha, Simha, Dhanu. For earth, Vrikshaba, Kanya, Makar. For air, Mithuna, Tula, Kumbha. Water, Karkataka, Vrikshika, and Meena. I'll tell you one tip here. If you are try to notice, is this applicable to the peoples around you or not? For example, if the peoples belongs to Meena Rashi, or they had a tendency to go for a swimming, and I felt that because of the water element. But I saw some people, some of my close friends who belongs to the Kumbha Rashi or Kumbha Lagna. They are also interested in swimming. Okay, find the reason. why they are, why, even though it was an air element, but interested in go for a swimming. Okay. You try to find an answer for this. Later, some point in time, I will tell you why. Okay, let's go with the qualities. The qualities will comes with the whether they are movable, fixed, or dual. Mesha, movable, Vrishaba, fixed, Midhuna dual, Karkataka movable, Simha fixed, Kanya dual, Tula movable, Vrikshika fixed, Dhanu dual, Makar movable, Kumbha fixed, Meena dual. Okay, how we can remember this one? Let's see only the movable zodiac signs. Mesha, Karkataka, Tula, and Makar is all movable. We will go with a fixed one. Fixed comes with the 4 rasis: Vrishaba, Simha, Vrikshika, and Kumbha. Let's go with the dual: Mithuna, Kanya, Dhanu, and Meena. If you the dual, you can easily understand. How? Go with the corners. You will find that they are all dual in nature. What is the meaning of the dual? It's a combination of the both movable plus fixed. Then we'll see about the gender wise. Male, Mesha, Rishabha, female. But remember one thing here, the zodiac, we are reading about the gender of the zodiac signs. There is also gender energy for the planets. That was different. For example, there you can see Mercury as a transgender. It's a combination of the male and female energy that we will see later on. When we are seeing about the Navagrahas in detail, we will understand what is that gender energy also. But this is for the Rasi. Mesha male, Vrishaba female, Mithuna male, Karkataka female, Simha male, Kanya female, Tula male, Vrikshika female, Dhanu male, Makar female, Kumbha male, Meena female. Okay, then we already saw about the owners of the house. Additionally, what we have to learn about here is about the exalted and depleted. Mesha, exalted sun, depleted Saturn. How you can easily remember this one? Go with the 7th house and see how it was the reverse of this one. In Tula, exalted Saturn, depleted sun. Okay, then Rishabha, exalted moon, and go with the 7th house. Here, Vrikshika, depleted moon. You can easily remember this one. So once you remember the one, you can easily remember the other one. And in Mithuna, there was nothing. If you go with the 7th house exact direct, there was also nothing in the Dhanu.
Yes.
Karkataka, exalted moon. And if you go to the 7th house, here, where is that? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, here exalted is Mars, depleted is Jupiter. Why? Did I see something wrong? Okay, never mind. Karkataka exalted is moon. And fixed in Simha, there was exalted and depleted was nothing. In the Kanya, exalted Mercury, depleted Venus. If you go exact direct, exalted Venus, depleted Mercury. Then you will see this Tula Vrikshika already. Okay, then we will see the Makar.
Karkataka is written wrong here. It should be Jupiter and Mars.
Yeah, that's what I'm also thinking.
Yeah, that is wrong.
Exactly.
It should be exalted Jupiter and debilitated is Mars.
Exactly. True. Yeah, that's what happened. Exalted Mars, depleted Jupiter. That is also I'm thinking why it was like that. Okay, thank you so much. In the Kumbha, there was nothing. Same thing goes for, Kumbha also nothing. The same thing goes for the Simha as well. Okay, this is about our Kalapurusha chart. Here, you have to understand about the aspects of the planet, which is very much important. Why? Then we will understand more and more about your Lagna. Not only in a Lagna, all the houses we can learn more if you understand the aspects of the every houses. Okay, one thing here. One very common rule. Every planet looks at the 7th house. Okay, what does that mean? Consider the sun was here. Then it can have the direct vision to the Tula. Same thing. All the planets were like that. Seventh house is the standard vision for every planet. Every planet will look at the seventh house. But there was a special vision for Jupiter, Mars, Saturn, Rahu, and Ketu. Jupiter is 579, Mars is 478, Saturn is 3710, Rahu and Ketu 3711. But here is a difference. Usually, when you are going for an finding the aspect of the planet, consider if it was Sun here, then you will count from here to find the seventh house. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. But when it comes into a Rahu, you have to go with the reverse side. Considered in the Mesha, you have the Rahu. Then what is the third aspect of the Rahu? Usually, for the other planets, it should be the Miduna, right? But for the Rahu and Ketu, it should be Kumbha. You have to go with the reverse side. Okay. Okay. This look, this aspect have to be somewhat in when you're finding in your birth chart also. Remember this one. What are the planets? What are the aspect of the planets? Okay. We'll see today only about the Lagna, not about any of the other houses. We'll see only about the Lagna. Okay, now we'll see about the planets and how the planets influence on dominance in the various things in our universe. Okay, now we are going to see the grains. Sun, wheat. If you see this, anything want to give the prasadam to the, if you are praying for the sun, especially for the sun, if you can see, they in the puja also or in any kind of an yagam, they prominently for the sun, they devote this wheat grain for the sun. Okay, why? The wheat absorbs so much of the sun's energy. Okay, moon, it's a paddy. Then in Tamil they call it as a nell. Before it was making into the rice, the paddy, right? The nell becomes the moon's energy, and it's a raw rice. There is a difference. Usually the parboiled rice, it's not having the moon's energy predominantly, but it's only the raw rice. If you understand how the raw rice and the parboiled rice was forming, you can understand the process of the dominance of the moon's energy as well. Okay. Okay, Mars is the red tur dal. Mostly, you can also see this red tur dal. I don't want to show that. It looks like tur dal, but it's in a red color. Okay, if the peoples are not understand what is the red tur dal. Mercury, it was the green gram. Okay, Jupiter, chickpea. In Tamil, they call it as kondakadala. Okay. Venus, it was the butter beans or limba beans, or you can also called as the mochai, which was a very broad colored bean, very broad in size of the beans. Okay, the Saturn, sesame seeds. Okay, if you went into a temple on the Saturday, you can see the peoples or light the lamp in the sesame seed. They bundle the sesame seeds and they dip into the sesame oil, then they lit the lamp before the Saturn Lord. Okay. Sesame seeds is for the Saturn's energy, and the Ragu for the black gram. Okay, if you belongs to South India, you know how the idli was made. Remember that one, that black gram. Okay, Ketu horse gram. Okay, that's all about the grains today. Okay, why I have this in the template? I just created only the empty template for you. Why? Consider this is your birth chart and your imagine my Lagna is in my Lagna I have the sun. So what you have to do from this is my Lagna. Consider this is my ascendant. This is your homework. Okay. Consider this is my ascendant. In the Mesha I have the sun. So what I have to do here, find out what are the planets which if the Lagnadipati, what I say. Okay, who's the owner of the Mesha? Who's the owner of the Mesha?
Mars.
Mars. Okay. If you have to find out where the Mars was in your chart. I mean, for example, I'm taking this is my birth chart as an example. This is my birth chart. And in the Mesha, I have the sun planet. Then I have to find out who's that Lagnadipati. Who's that Lagnadipati? Here is the Mars is the Lagnadipati, but the deciding planet is the sun. Then I have to find out where the Mars was there in my chart. Is that Lagnadipati having a look into anywhere else? One thing. And if the sun has, what is the aspect of the sun? Aspect only one aspect, right? It only looks at the seventh house only. Considered this this seventh house didn't have anything, or it have something. So then you have to find out what are the looks affecting this Lagna. That's why I make it as the template for you. You play around with your birth chart. Okay. Now we'll exactly entering into our class. Okay. Today I will extend 10 minutes more. Or I will try to reduce the time also. Let me see how we can finish it. I hope I'm recording the class. You will see the PowerPoint?
Yeah.
Okay. If you are not able to hear my voice clearly, please try to say to me in advance so that we can find other alternatives. Okay, I'll make sure it was recording or not. It is. Let's go here. We already saw about the Mesha Lagna, right? Now we'll move into the Rishabha. Okay, in the Rishabha, if you are in a Rishabha Lagna, that means in the Kala Purusha, second house. For if the person was born in the Rishabha, for them it was the first house. Understand the two differences. There are the two things here. One is Kala Purusha, second house is Rishabha. Imagine your birth chart. They mark the Lagna, La or AC in the Rishabha. It means your first house is the Rishabha. Okay.
Rishabha.
Then we'll find out what are the characteristics of this. Before that, let's understand what is the second house represents. Second house represents Kala Purusha second house. Remember, I'm not saying your second house, your first house, but Kala Purusha second house. Health, family, speech, and resources. But when it comes into your Lagna, what it is representing yourself only, your the self, the general characteristics, how your appearance, everything is represented in the Lagna itself. Okay, let's see what are the ability, what are the properties for this. Rishabha is a earth element. The earth quality is they are very, they are not in, they know what to do. They are not the person will switch over from one to the another immediately. They firmly fix anything. If they want to understand anything in their life, if they want to do anything in their life, they know what to do. They won't be on the cat on the wall. They are very much fixed in their thinking. They are very much fixed in their actions. So that's why their nature is also fixed. Okay. Then the dominant energy, gender energy is the female energy. Especially the peoples who are born on the Rishabha Lagna looks very beautiful. It's it's a beautiful in the sense, okay, it's not only on the physical appearance, it's also on the mental appearance. I'm hearing some sounds. Let me give me okay. The beauty here is not only the physical appearance, it also comes in their physical and the mental and emotional level. They are very beautiful in nature. Okay, here. The exalted is moon. The moon is exalted here. In the depletion, there was nothing. So the exalted is here. What is that meaning? Okay, who is the owner of the house for the Rishabha?
Venus.
Venus. Yeah, I already mentioned that. That's why I want to ask. Okay, here what are the things we have to understand? The Venus is the owner. Exalted is the moon. Okay, then what happened to the other planets? They are not an enemy, they're all friends. Everybody was the other planets or the friends. But very much if the energy was considered, the owner get the 80% of the benefits. But when it comes into the moon, because the moon in this planet, in this zodiac sign, in this constellation, it was exalted. That means its benefit was too much than the owner of the house. So the owner gives the the exalted moon will give the more benefits for this particular Lagna. Okay. Now we'll see about what are the general characteristics of this person. They are very static. As we said, they are very static. How come this static characteristic will come? Because their ability is itself a fixed one. If you see that movable, fixed, and the dual, they belongs to the fixed ability. See, they already have that built-in nature for them. They are very much in static and the high productivity. For the peoples who are in the Rishabha, they said they are very good in planning. But there is also one more thing comes into picture. Even though they are very good in planning, sometimes they are good planners for others, for not for them. Then obviously they are very hard workers. Why the hard working is coming into the picture? The earth nature was predominant for them. They know what to do in their life also. That's why their mind is not wavering. They know what to do. They were fixed in their actions. So obviously it brings them for the hard working. Integrate. Okay, when the fixed comes into the play, right? Whenever there was the fixed nature and come into the play, they are always static in nature, fixed in nature. And the integrity comes in, obviously. And materialistic. Materialistic means they had an admiration, inspiration towards the materialistic properties. If the person who has the Kumbha Lagna, they are spiritualistic in nature. If they belongs to Dhanu Lagna, they belongs to the spiritual in nature. But this Rishabha Lagna peoples interested towards the materialistic nature. They want to beautify themselves. They want to beautify the home. They want to beautify the place. They want to be in a very good location. Okay. And when the hardworking is one of the characteristic, obviously they are workaholic workaholic as well. Okay. Music is a gift. Okay, here is the point. The music is the gift, but this is also remedy for them. What is that meaning? Later point in time, we will learn about how the Lagna is strong or weak. We can find out your Lagna is the strong one, your Lagna is the weak one. Later point in time in the class, or else in the few weeks after time, we can able to understand your Lagna is in the weak position or your Lagna is in the strong position. Okay, why we need to understand that? Okay, first thing, if your Lagna was in a weak position, what is that meaning? Whatever your nature, whatever the benefits which that particular planet is going to give, it will be half, it becomes half. How come the Lagna becomes strong? How come the Lagna becomes weak? Consider the scenario of the week. Maybe the Lagna was having the aspect of the weak planets or the bad planets or inauspicious planets. If the Lagna was influenced by that, then the Lagna becomes the weaker in nature. If your Lagna have the auspicious planets, then it becomes good. Your Lagna becomes strong in nature. Then here comes the question: what is the auspicious? What is inauspicious? How come the strong? How come the weak? We'll learn about eventually. Okay. But why I'm telling this, the strong and weak, the people who have the weaker Rishabha Lagna, for them, the remedy is if they listen the music. For them, the music is the gift as well. If they listen the music, it becomes a remedy for them. Okay, I understand this one in a different way. The thing which I'm going to tell you may not be resonate with you. That's okay. If it was resonate with you, rest with what I'm going to say. Okay. How come the music is a gift? How come the music is the remedy if the Rishabha Lagna is the weak? I will tell you my understanding. It may be correct, it may be wrong. Okay. When the Rishabha Lagna was strong, if they are trying to listen the music, why I said it's a remedy? Because when you listen the music, your chakra in the body will becomes cleansed, will becomes invoked promptly, and it observes the prana. Okay, main thing. Something you have to understand about the prana in the body. Then you will correlate or incorporate all this kind of the knowledge into the picture. Okay, first thing, it may be out of the syllabus, but I will tell you what few things about the prana thing. Okay, your body was the whatever you're thinking we already saw about. This is the Annamaya Kosha, and above the Pranamaya Kosha. Okay, most of the practices which you are going for a meditation or the asana practice or the pranayama practice, it's in order to increase the pranic flow only. For example, first thing you have to purify your prana, then you have to increase it, then you have to expand it. The steps goes in the 3 ways. So when you are doing the purification, you do the Nadi Shuddhi. When you are going for an increasing your prana, you do the pranayama practices. Whenever you're going for an expansion, you are going for you practice the meditation practice. Okay, here comes the thing. When I say the chakras will get influenced, you heard about this Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura. So all the chakras, what is that meaning? Your body, which you are seeing the physical nature, whatever the physical body where you can touch, where your body grows with the food and the liquid, that is your Annamaya Kosha. But when the thing which you are able to see, but you can sense it, that is your pranic body. How come your physical body and the pranic body will get connected? Through your invisible nadis. This nadis is joined together at one point, particularly in your center of your body. Okay. When I say chakra, it is not in your physical body. Remember this one. Most of the people will get confused. Okay, my chakra was inside my physical body and it was revolving continuously. No, it is in your pranic body. It is out of your body. The invisible nadis converged together, joined together. Then they formed at one junction. There are many junctions in your body when the nadis was connected. There are the 72,000 nadis. Some scriptures will saying it was 72,000. Sometimes it will say some scriptures were saying 3,20,000 something. We'll go with the 70,000 because the number was very less. So when the number of the nadis was connected together, it forms one junction. So this junction becomes your major chakras. That's why we call it. We heard this one as the Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, Vishuddhi, Agna, Sahasrara. Okay. Okay. Now come into this is the pranic knowledge. Okay. Based on that knowledge, we'll include this thing into the picture. Okay. When you heard the music, if your considered your Rishabha Lagna was not in a good state, but when you are hearing the music, what will happen? If the chakra was not properly functioning, then the music will help you to remove all the blockages. Then it will allow you to observe the prana from the cosmic energy. That will eliminate all kind of the wastages in your body, and you can function very, very promptly. Okay, that's why I understand it as this way. May or may not be resonate with you, but if it didn't resonate with you, don't worry about it, because this is my interpretation of understanding this one. If it was not resonate with you, rub it. Okay, it doesn't matter. You can imagine, you can understand this in one line. The music is the remedy for them. Okay, but I gave you an answer why it is a remedy for them. Reason for that. Okay. They are very achiever and accomplisher means they know what they want to achieve. But here is the point. This achiever and accomplisher is only come into play when the Rishabha Lagna was in a strong. If the Rishabha Lagna was not in the strong position, if it was in the weak position, then they always dream, but they won't achieve. They won't accomplish. Remember that one. Okay. Give me 1 second. Okay, sorry. There is a chance for them. There is if the people are in the Rishabha Lagna, they had a chance of settlement in the overseas. I mean, they won't live in the birth country. Wherever they are born, they won't be live in that country. They always be try to born. They always have a chance to live in the other parts of the country beyond their birth country. Remember that one. The overseas means that was the meaning. Okay. Key features. It was the fortune born means they are very much a very lucky person. Okay, what is the weakness? This is the important thing. They are non-listener. Why non-listener? They won't listen anything. That is why the music is the gift for them. They won't listen anything. They do what they want to do. Okay, and the tunnel vision means they will go into the very. They won't think in a very large vision. They won't achieve the short in a short-term goal only. Okay, but once they understand their nature, they can extend the horizon. This doesn't matter. Okay. I'll move on. Mithuna Lagna. Okay, before that, anybody was is in the Rishabha Lagna?
Benita, my Lagna is Rishabha, Nina.
Okay. In your Rishabha Lagna, is there any planets in the Rishabha?
I have the moon.
Moon. Then definitely you will be beautiful. Okay. What are the other things?
Nothing else with the only moon.
Only moon. Okay. Then is that this quality so matching with you? May not be matched, but how is that? Are you hearing me? Okay.
I can hear you. It's quite a lot matching, Benita.
Okay, what are the things
static?
It was okay.
I think static is very much like me. I don't, I'm very fixed in my thinking and, you know, judgments and whatever. I don't change much. I just, I decide and then that's it. Workaholic. Music, not so much. But yes, I like music, but it's not really a passion, nor do I take it.
Okay, it won't be a passion. It won't be a passion. Okay, the music is the gift means. Okay.
It's soothing. I find music very soothing. If I'm uncomfortable, music soothes me down. You know, that's,
yeah,
it's like that.
Correct. Okay, no, don't think about the positive thing. We want to learn about the more weakness.
Negative.
Okay. How about the negative things? Or you are non-listener, or you listen very well? That's
yes. Why... Yes. I think I'm a non-listener. I don't listen too much. That's true.
That's awesome. Okay. It's true with you, but if okay, this you can make this the weakness is also strengthened when you understand yourself fully.
Okay.
Okay. Later, today or tomorrow, I will send you the sample of the chart where you can find out how the Lagna, from the Lagna, what are the aspects you have to view. For example, from the Lagna, here the moon, Venus is the owner of the house, right? So if the owner of the house was anywhere in your birth chart, you have to see that also. Where is that? It was in the which house it was seen. Then I will send you one sample chart later on. Maybe I'm not able to make it today, tomorrow also. Everyone try to send it on the same thing. You no need to give it as your birth chart also, because some people may not comfortable with giving their birth chart. That's totally fine. What you can do, you go into the astro stage, get one birth chart. Okay, whatever the time if you are logging into, get that birth chart and try to find out which one it is. What is the Lagna and what are the aspects? Okay, exactly match, which I'm going to send later on. Okay, before that, you no need to send the birth chart, but you have to work on your birth chart. Work on your birth chart. Why? You know about yourself very well. Nobody can understand except themselves, right? So that's why I always encourage you to work on your birth chart. You no need to share on the group, but work on your birth chart. Whatever I'm going to say, work on your birth chart and understand and find out that it's easy for you. Okay. Okay, let's move on into the Mithuna Lagna. Okay, here the Mithuna is when the people who are born on the Mithuna, for them it is the first house. Okay, but for the Kala Purusha, it was the third house. What is the third house? Will say for the Kala Purusha, suppose the siblings and the courage. Okay. Now, why I am giving this at the corner? Why we need to understand the Kala Purusha's third house? Because Mithuna is my first Lagna, first house for me. Why I need to think about the Kala Purusha's third house? It doesn't matter for me, right? No, it is a matter because we earlier in a few sessions we understand about the sky nature, right? How when you are born in the earth, how the earth was divided in surrounded with the 360-degree divided into the 12 parts. That kind of the story we learned already, right? But that is the chart for the Kala Purusha. So you have to understand that one, what is the Kala Purusha's house and what is it belongs, what is it referring to. Okay, that's why I make it as a corner for your reference. It's mentioning about your siblings and the courage. Okay. Now it come into the nature and ability of this Mithuna peoples. They are air in nature. Okay, dual, and the gender is male. Okay, here comes the biggest thing. Okay, the air. Air means they won't be stable at one point. Usually they will flow. They flow means they move all the time. They have the tendency to. For example, if they want to speak also, their mind goes fast. Their words comes next. That much of speed they will be. Okay. Then if the comes into the dual nature, they will be the combination. So couldn't join the class. Oh, okay. I got distracted from the message. I'm sorry. Okay. For the dual thing, they are the combination of the movable and the fixed. What is that meaning? Usually the movable peoples are very fluid in nature. They always be very flexible in the nature. The fixed peoples are they are firmly fixed their feet on the to the earth planet. Okay. But this dual people are in the middle. They are the cat on the wall. They won't be the fixed one. They won't be the movable one. They're the combination of these two. Okay. The male energy was really high for them. Okay. But these peoples are really humorous in nature. This Mithuna people, whenever you see the peoples who are very humorous in nature, then mostly they belongs to Mithuna peoples. Mithuna was somewhat related. Maybe they had the Mithuna Lagna or they have the Mithuna Rasi. They have the humorous nature will come. Humorous come naturally for them. They make it as the everything. Make it as a comedy. Okay, whenever they speak, you can enjoy their vibes also. Okay, here. The Mercury is the owner of the house. Because no one is exalted, no one is depleted. What does that mean? Every other planet is the friends for them. Even the Saturn, Rahu, and Ketu, everybody was friends for them. But here, the owner of the house is the Mercury. Okay, whenever you're seeing your Lagna, see your Lagna is the Mithuna, then you have to see the owner of the house, who is the Mercury, that Lagnadipati is residing in anything in your any places in your chart. Okay. Let's come into the Mithuna Lagna characteristic of the people. Mostly these peoples are they build the organization. They become the key peoples in their organization. They withhold the I would say they are the driving force of the organization. Okay. Acquiring new knowledge will comes for them. Why? Because they had the tendency want to learn more. They understand the different aspects in their life. They want to understand the new knowledge. They are very much interested into acquiring the new knowledge. Okay, there was one tip here. The people who are born on the dual nature, right? They are not movable, they're not the fixed. This quality is common for them. They always have the tendency to learn new things. They want to why comes this acquiring the new knowledge will come is also a good, is also a bad. Why? Acquiring new knowledge is not a bad. I'm not saying like that. their tendency, their moving tendency, they want to switch from one thing to another. They want to find the new thing. They will be satisfied when they are engaging into the new thing, when they are knowing the new thing. So that's why acquiring the new knowledge is the for them, they feel contented. Okay, when they want, if for the Mithuna people, let them to learn only one thing in their life, they won't be satisfied. They feel dishappy. They will be very much unhappy. They live the life like very boring. But when the peoples are trying to learn new things, when they are trying to do new actions, they find new happiness in their life. Okay. Above average intelligence means obviously they are very intelligent. Okay. Why? They had a tendency to acquire the new knowledge, right? It becomes them above the average intelligence level. And the quick actions and the multitasking. This is also a common characteristics for the people who belongs to dual with air nature. Okay. Why these quick actions will come? Because their mind will think in such a way. That's why I said in the earlier of this Mithuna Lagna, their mind goes fast. They do the actions next. That's why they were very quick in actions. They can do multiple actions. Okay, remember this one. The peoples are in the fixed in nature. They won't like to do multitasking. I'm not saying they can't do. They won't like to do the multitasking. But these peoples, the air and dual nature people, they want to do multitasking. What does that mean? They speak with you, but they do something also. They attend the meeting, but they talk with somebody. They write something, they think something. It is a multitasking for them. Okay. Then choosing the friends or the food. Okay, this is the interesting part, because these people are humorous in nature. Everybody want to friends with them, but they had an intention. They want to be friends with only to the chosen peoples. Okay, I don't want to be friends with them. They won't be friends with them, but they are very good in nature. They will be, their talk will be very good, and the approach will be very good. But they choose the friends very carefully, and they are also very choosy about the food. Some people won't eat the food, they don't like it. Okay, for example, if the Vrikshika people, they okay with any kind of the food in front of them, they won't mind. But I'm just telling the general characteristics. But you may say, Manita, I am Vrikshika, but I am choosing food. Definitely, then that means the Mercury was playing some role in your chart. Okay. Now, they're very good in communication. Very good in communications means literally very good. Why? That is why the humorous nature plays the biggest role in them. Whenever they communicate in such a way that, for example, if the Mesha Rasi people, they were very direct in their speech. They come to the point at in one sentence itself. Okay. But when the same sentence will be given to the Mithuna Lagna people, what they will do, they communicate with you the same thing, the same meaning will be same, the underlying meaning will be same, but they will give the speech in a very diplomatic way. Opposite person will not get affected. They will, okay, I'm okay with that. Whatever the person was saying, okay, I can hear. Because of this good communication, they also the pillar to the organization. Because of this good quality, not only the pillar to our organization, they are also pillar to their own home also. Okay. Prosperity at their fingertips. What does that meaning? Whatever they touch, it becomes the golden thing. Whenever they started anything, it becomes prosperous for them. Then you may ask, Manita, I am in a Mithuna Lagna, but I didn't get this kind of the benefit. Okay. This is a general feature. Okay, remember this one. This is a general feature. If you're in a Mithuna Lagna, but this one particular point was not matching with you, then we have to see the other aspects. What are the planets in your Lagna? What are the other planets was looking into your Lagna? What the planets which is in the Lagna, what are their aspects? Then the owner of the Lagna, what are their aspects? What is its aspects? So you have to combine everything. Then you remove all the contradiction. Then you finally come into the one single context. Then you will find an answer. Okay. Then mostly they come into the well-crafted profession, means they are in a very good professional level. Okay. Okay, the key features. This is the best thing. Some organization won't work without them. They become very much indispensable. Okay, that is a key features for them. And the weakness is the procrastination. Okay, here comes the thing. How come these people are quick in nature and multitasking? Oh, how come this weakness becomes the procrastination? Okay, because of this, the flow of the mind flow will be very quick. They are dual in the nature. They always think they had an ability, right? They know they had the potential to do. That is why they feel like, okay, I will do it later. I will do it later. That leads to the procrastination for them. And okay, unable to choose. Okay, remember one thing. They are not unable to choose and they're living in the dilemma for themselves only. But if you go and take an advice from the Mithuna Lagna people, they will exactly direct them into the right direction. But for them, they understanding the direction of the path was very much difficult. Okay. Okay. Anybody was in the Mithuna Lagna? No one? Okay. We'll move on. We'll finish with the next one Lagna, then we'll end our class. Okay. Okay. Karkadaka. Karkadaka or Karka Lagna. Here, the Kala Purusha's fourth house is the Karka or Cancer. Okay. Mother and the peace and the happiness, education and the comfort were the fourth house properties. Let's come into the Karkataka. It's water. The element is water and the ability is the movable. And gender is the female thing. Here, moon is the owner of the house. Exalted is Jupiter. Depleted is the Mars. Okay, here we have to note few more things. Water. So they had the flux. They're always flexible in nature. They what the water will do. Okay, the water will flow. It won't stay in one place. It will flow. Okay, water means thinking about in a general way. You may ask, Vanita, in the water in the lake won't move. I'm not thinking about the lake. I'm thinking about the water only. Okay, so you understand whenever you are seeing the water element, you understand only the water properties. What are the water properties comes into a picture here. It's movable and it was flexible. Okay, when you pour in the water into anything, it takes its own shape and form, right? The same thing. When this kind, the Karka Lagna peoples, they fit into any environment. They make whatever the shape they want. Okay, they are very much fluid in nature. They won't be hold the baggage. They won't be hold the grudges against them for very long time. But they leave it and move forward. They don't hold the baggage. Okay, that is the water property. And the movable, it was an add-on for them because of they already was in the water element. The dominance of the water element is really high, and the movable properties also help that nature. Okay, then the female energy. These people's are female nature means they won't be very aggressive. Okay, then here comes one question, Manita. I belongs to the Karkataka Lagna, but I'm aggressive. I was very strong and I don't have a feminine energy. Okay, then there is some aspect was involving here. Not only the your Lagna may be 50% weak. The other 50% of that Lagna will taken over by the other aspects of the planets in your chart. Okay, but naturally, if your Karka Lagna was strong, 100% or at least 80% strong, then that means your female energy means you are soft and elegant in nature. Okay, it doesn't mean you move like a woman or walk like a woman. It was not like that. The energy level, you are very soft, soothing, and you won't be aggressive. So that is the female energy. Okay, here come owner is the moon. So okay, here the exalted is the Jupiter. If you have the Karka Lagna and the Jupiter is also in the Karka Lagna, then that means it's 100% your Lagna was strong. Okay. Then whenever you're having the Karka Lagna, you see where the exalted Jupiter was in your birth chart also. And where is the owner of the house moon is placing in your birth chart. Then the Mars is the depleted. Okay, imagine you have the Karka Lagna and the Mars is also on the Karka Lagna. What does that mean? The strength of your Lagna will be reduced. Why? The depleted planet is already in the Lagna. That is why the strength of the planet was little bit reduced. Okay, now we'll move into the characteristics of the Karka Lagna. They are friendly and motherly nature. Their nurturing quality will be really, really high. Okay, what does that mean? Some people, imagine there was a Karka Lagna people. They always love to feed the people. They want to nurture the people around them. If they don't want the help also, they will go and help them. Okay, voluntarily. They love to do the volunteering work. They will get satisfied. They feel happy. They have more contented when they are helping others. Because of this quality, they are also highly emotional people. Okay, here comes the thing. Because the moon, owner of the house is the moon. Moon belongs to the emotional state. So obviously, their emotional state is little bit high than others. For example, if the Mesha Nagla people is also there and the Karka Lagna people also there, comparatively, their emotional level for the Karka Lagna peoples will be really, really high comparative with the other peoples. Okay. For example, if you say 10 bird words to one person, he won't cry immediately. Okay. But for the Karka Lagna people, even if you see one wrong word, that's it. You break their emotional state. Okay. And these peoples are very, very good in memory. They remember whatever they see. But okay, one thing here, they have to have that, they have to know their quality. They had a good memory, but if they don't want to persist that good memory, they don't have that quality also. But for the good memory thing, it is on their innate nature. It comes from inside. Okay. The luck near water body means if they are residing near to the water, or if they are work near to the work, maybe their luck was really high. Okay. They will definitely have the luck in a home, lucky home and vehicle. That comes naturally. Okay. Zero tolerance means, okay, these people are highly okay. The zero tolerance comes in a different way. These people are very emotional, and the same thing, they have a nurturing qualities. But if there was any mistake was happened, they have 0% tolerance. They will burst out immediately. They will go into their emotional state to 100% peak. Okay. Because of the nurturing quality and the friendly and motherly things will come out of them without knowing. They are very, very good in caretaker. If they are, okay, if you want to caretake anything, and if you want anything, if you want ask them to caretake for that, they are the very good peoples. Okay. They will give their life. They will put all their effort and time to caretaking anything. Okay. The mind, about the mind, they are the healer and troubleshooter. Okay, remember here the interesting point about here is they're very good in healing, very good in the troubleshooting. Leave about the troubleshooting. Troubleshooting means they find out the solution for everything. Okay, but they're the good healers. Why? If you are in a Karka, okay, one combination I will tell you. If you are born in a Karka Lagna, okay, and the owner of the house is also in the good place, and the Jupiter is also placed, and you born on Amavasya Purnami, your healing level was really awesome. Okay. The healing energy means some peoples, they have the absorbing of the cosmic energy, it will come from the naturally. It's a built-in properties. Okay, then you may ask, is everybody cannot absorb the cosmic energy? No, everything can absorb the cosmic energy, but for them, their inbuilt nature was really high. Okay, key features, they don't have enemies because of their original quality, and they're born teachers. Why? Their friendly nature make them to become very good teacher. Okay, and their weakness, they always think before act. Why this quality will come into the picture? Because their emotional state. They won't think anything. They act and they lose the temper, and they reach the emotional state. Then they will understand what you are doing. Okay. I'll almost breach to 12 minutes of your time. I don't want to continue anymore. We'll see the Karka Lagna later on also. At least it is a revision on your next week. If you have any doubts, still here.
Benita, I want to ask you, since my Lagna is Rishabha, Taurus, and I have moon in the Lagna, the moon position. So is it a strong Lagna or a weak Lagna?
Very good Lagna, because your moon is exalted, and the owner of the exalted the Lagna and the exalted planet. That's awesome. Yeah.
Okay, thanks. But you know, I also find that since moon controls emotions, it makes me too emotional. So that is a weakness, no?
No. Where is the moon is in your Lagna, right? It won't be like that. It won't be like that. The moon is connected with the emotional state. That is for sure. But if your emotion was going ups and downs unnecessarily, then you have to see what are the other planets, what are the other aspect of the planets. For according to the Lagna, your Lagna, Rishabha is very good. And that too, moon was there. That was super duper. Your Lagna was strong. Then you have to see what are the other aspects of the Lagna. If the Lagna was looking at planets, then why you have to find out why the emotional state was really high. Okay.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other doubt?
No, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, I will wait for 30 seconds if you have any doubts. Okay, cool. You don't have doubt. That means I teach very well or I don't teach very well. Okay, whatever it is. If you don't have any doubts, can we close the session? Yes or no?
Yes, we can. Thank you. Thank you.
Really sorry for the delay. Okay, we'll see you next week. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.